Alright, hello YouTube. So with the weekend up and running, and then there's no Premier League today, it's also Valentine's Day, and then there's Chinese New Year upcoming. Lots going on right now, so I thought I'd do something new, and instead of the usual like So Rare you might have watched, or the EAFC that you guys might have watched, or other games, today we're going to be focusing on Football Manager 2026. Okay, so a bit of just a background. I've been playing this for around 10-20 years, just without disclosing my age. But yeah, so basically it's a game I play every year. Obviously last year I did still play, but then obviously they didn't have a game out, so I was playing the 2024 for like 2 years. So I thought it's now time for an upgrade, an update. Okay, so first glance, the game looks, it's changed a lot of layouts, and just created my profile, and now I'm picking my teams. So obviously picking a Premier League team. Sometimes I play Championship, but this I'm gonna start with Premier League, and then obviously once I get more advanced in like the tools and how to play, etc., then I'll go further down the league. Some usual ones I pick would be, I don't know, I'm gonna go United here today, but then for Championship, some good ones to pick would be Coventry. Looks fun. Leicester actually doing quite poorly compared to what they're projected. So you want to pick like a mid-table team, like Wigan looks good. Wrexham, yeah, they look quite good to play. Pool Vale has a new logo. I'm glad they've got all the logo this year, so I don't have to download the logos, which makes it harder to get logos for the previous EAFCs. Sorry, Football Managers. What can be? I like Plymouth. I also like Luton Town, which was in the Premier League a few years ago. I also like. Same goes for Huddersfield. Very close to me back in the day. Wigan as well, another one I like. Usually I wouldn't go down as League 2, but if I do need to, I would pick like some Notts County, Shrewsbury Hall, Shrewsbury Hall, or Hazard will call it Strawberry, but anyway, we've got Addington Stanley here as well, Barrow, Fleetwood Town, where Jamie Vardy used to play. There's Harrogate as well, where again very close to where I am, or where I was. Salford United, who's like owned by the United players, the classics. MK Dons as well, if you like them. Treadmere, that's also a good one. And then you got Swindon Town as well, another one. Newport I did play a few years ago, so quite a lot of good clubs. There's no York City, which is a bit about York here, I think. York, not in this one. Maybe this one, National. Yeah, there we go. York's here. I expect them to get promoted, so Yeovil in there as well. This club almost went out of existence. I think these are some new clubs. No, can't remember. But Hartlepool here as well. So quite a few teams you can have a look at. In the UK, of course. I'm sure you guys will have. This team I also seen before, actually. This Woking. Is that the one where I remember the in-betweeners? He took this team all the way to the Champions League, right? That was fun. That'll be a fun one. He took Wokings to the Champions League 3 times in a row. That was a classic. I'll see if I find a clip. There we go. So Wokings. Bath City as well. I wonder where Oxford is. There should be 2 Oxfords. There's Oxford City here, and then there's Oxford United. Only in the Championship, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, Oxford United here. So, yeah, feel very clubs that are close to me. So for today, I'm going to go United just to want to navigate and just play around. This one expect to dominate. Obviously, 5th place, so it should be okay. You can select how much database you want as usual. I'm just going to go with the whatever I've got quick, so less data to load. So this is a profile I created. Pick how good you want to be. I usually just pick the best license, but then make yourself quite good, because even though you go in game. So obviously I appointed Thomas Lee. Well, that's my name now. Okay. I'm not gonna read it all. Suits up. Perfect set. Okay, so change the wording a little bit compared to before, and I was just waiting it to load. So yeah, I'm excited to see how the interface is. From reviews, obviously it took 2 years to make this game, so I expect quite a lot personally, having played all the previous as well. But from the reviews and stuff that I have read, seems quite average, and some amendments needed before next year. That's kind of what I've got. So I'll just save it here. I'll call it 01 in case I start the second one later on. So I think the first layout looks quite good, and then we've got everything here. The inbox here, I think they keep it like an email kind of shape. So basically going for emails. What's 2.2? No idea. Okay, so you've got unread, you've got tasks to do. So that kind of separates out a little bit, a bit like what you can do with I think Microsoft Teams or something. So calendars, that's the trainings are expected, etc., etc. Hold on, let me just pause this. That's carrying on. And there's a helicopter outside my house. That's all. Yeah. So just common things you see. So there's calendar here. I'll just go through these because it's new for me as well. Getting around. There's a portal. Okay, and then there's these fixed opponents list. I'll keep moving the scroll bars. Okay, so the search button. There's no idea what that is. Just continue is probably the one I use the most. And then alright, we'll figure it out. So basically, you've got unreads here. Looking at the timing, so you start from the bottom, which is a bit annoying. It kind of works. It's like, let's say you've joined a new firm, right? You always start like that. You have a lot of emails that is already in your box, which you've no idea who sent them to you, and just go through them. So, but surely club history, right? This should be more recent. I don't know why. Old Trafford, same old, so nothing there. You can use your keyboards, so that's my contract there. I've signed for United basically, so well, I mean, they're looking for manager, so I think I can sign up for that. And in place of Michael Carrick, not that I can do better than him, I think, but we'll give it a go. Replacing Amberin. So let's look at the media's followers. As we got more modern, obviously we need to not just manage the team, but you also manage the social media channels, especially like YouTube, as I'm doing now. The aim is to qualify for Europa, which should be okay with the budget, I guess. So you have to work with your wage budget, which is a bit of an issue. Grow the team's reputation even more, okay, desired. And we have to qualify for Europa, which is at top. There's two ways to qualify and get top 5 or top 6, and then provided one of the top people win the FA Cup. So you're looking at 5th or 6th finish. So our key players would be Bruno Fernandes, who's now 30 years old already. Do I need an induction? Not really. I'll just go for the squad induction here. Yeah, I think some personnels which I don't really know. Some youngsters, and then Casemiro as well. So let's go for the induction. So captain is Bruno, vice captain is Casemiro, who some other players who have great leadership. Matthias de Ligt, we haven't really heard much. Maguire's now 32 already. Onana's loaned out. So I think that's the two captains for us. How do I continue? Hold on. Let's continue, right? Okay, unless I need to change anything, I should be okay. The main key players will be these 3, of course. I would agree. So I'm gonna have Mbembo as well. Some youngsters coming through. I've heard of this guy. And then some Fletchers coming as well. Martinez injured, still out, and then Zirkzee, and then Mazraoui all out. And then yeah, won't go for too much detail. I actually want to check if this is recorded properly, because I should have tested actually. Okay, anyway, let me just go through the interface, and then in terms of gameplay, I'll do a separate video. So today's just introducing the layouts and stuff. So yeah, okay, that induction done. Skim through these. I guess you get the same. Keep a training clan, injuries, transfer. So they bought Isaac, who right now is not injured, but he's going to be. And then you've got. Yeah, I miss anyone else? Like major transfers. Wirtz, yeah, Liverpool spending big, and we all know what's going to happen. So yeah, some transfer likely to happen. Yeah, I've seen this guy. Looks quite good. He's still at Lyon. I like him. I think so. Stats looks quite average, but looks like a decent player. Anyway, so let's see what else requires our negotiation. No, just accept current. Done that already, haven't I? Okay, tactics. Okay. A formation I like, especially for Man United, where the striker isn't really. I'm gonna go. Yeah, see what I've got here. Go vertical tiki taka. Yeah, I think tiki taka works with him. And where I select short passes, I like that. Yeah, cool. Okay. And then 1-4 at the back. I would say this one. Yeah, I bought the 4 at the back, 2 CDMs, and then a cam, which is probably Bruno, left wing, right wing, and then a centre forward. Guess that's good. And then our formation, keep the shape, but then I want a bit further back. That's all. I think that's good. So actually choose 2 formations here, which is kind of new. Yeah, and then I can skip this. You guys can read this. So I just go quick click. So not pick without restrictions. Okay, they've already picked. So even so, I think that's a bit too constructed actually. I wish these could be more. Okay, so different phases. Well, this is going to take a lot of time to adapt, but basically if we're attacking, players going to be there. If you're midfield, kind of in possession, you're going to be there. And then defensively, you want to be there with 1 or 2 looking for the attack. So very detail-minded, which I think does happen in real life, but out of possession, I'm not sure if that's what we want. One a bit spread out, to be honest. I guess that's okay. And then yeah, I mean let's just go with that. Okay, 9. Cool. Can I progress? Okay, so this is now 8th of July, which is my birthday. Happens to be. Ask him to pick and continue. I'll leave him assistant to do most of these work, so just kind of like the first glance. I don't want it too long. And some people want to loan my players, which as a centre back looks decent. I'll see how it goes, because obviously they've got some injuries, so I'm just going to reject this for now. A midfielder, again, just reject these for now. Another induction. I've done a few of these already, right? Okay. Lodi. So Leeds have got him. And set piece. Okay, sorry, I should have done that one. Can I let the. It is very fiddly. What I will do is let the staff take charge for now. Individual challenges. It's all a bit fiddly because obviously before I just let the assistants to help me out, but now I'm not too sure. Just normal intensity will be alright. Scheduled, yeah, should be fine. Okay, finally gonna meet the players. A set piece, okay, so I'll just take the staff preference here. I'm sure some people can be very detailed about it. What they should do is they allow 2 kind of, don't want them 2 gameplays, but like 2 modes. You can select like simplified, like you know how on the screens they're like investing, right? You can select a more clearer layout. You can just go, skip blah blah blah, and then like assistant to take care of everything. Or if you're very detailed, you can have like an advanced option where people, for now, they can choose all of these individually, which I think that's better in terms of gameplay, because right now, even though I haven't gone into the game yet, it feels quite fiddly in terms of, you know, there's just so much side hustle to do, whereas I just want to play the game. You know, it's a game at the end of the day. Can I start? Yeah. Honor to be grateful. Massive club. No down movement opportunity. It's clicking on the top one. Yeah. What does that say? Strengthen in an area. I would say left back because I'll be like blue sure, but you know. Okay, so probably start friendly if I can. See if there's anything. Okay, can't skip these. Before you can skip these, right? Okay, you can. Okay, any induction. New member of staff. Can I skip these later? Because I do want a bit more. I'll do these later. There we got goalkeeper coach. You know why they made this so realistic now? Because it's like so much things that you have to handle, or the paperwork, whereas before it's just, you know, get your players and play. So training camp, okay, include youth prospects. I'll see if I've got a game. If not, we'll just see what we've got. We might have a game. Okay. It's not clear what you can skip and what you cannot. So Premier League, we're gonna qualify for Europa, which is our expectation. They look okay, I guess. That's all I think. Nothing else. Yeah, okay, cool. End the chat. Continue. Obviously it's hard to start. So Gabriel Martinez. A lot of news upcoming alongside, not just myself. There is a friendly which I'm trying to get towards it. See if we've got a gameplay. I guess. Wait, how do I go on holiday until then? My favorite function. Okay, I go on holiday. So we'll be back on the 20. Okay. Just accelerate forward. Want to make get to the our first real game against PSV. So bear with me. Boltman also signed a new contract. So there's a lot of news around regarding what's happening around the league, basically, and then what player signings. And I think it'll be more out than ins. But let me give me another holiday. I need to 26th. 26th. Okay, I can select. Okay, 2 days. Just want to skip this game. It's Nice as well, which we play later on. Anyway, just play one game and see how it goes. Cause, are we almost there? Let's see what players we have. It should be the latest squad from the start of the season. Obviously, does not include the January transfers, which there is a few. Simon's out. Okay. Alright, so our first actual game in possession, we're going to use this formation. Tempo on a medium, yeah, definitely. Counter, yeah, force the counters. Pass is going to be short. I'm not sure about long ball. Time wasting, no need to. Not a very set piece team, I don't think we are. But then not pick for me then. Pick without restriction. Right, cool. So we've got so they've changed this whole, you know, before it was like these little bubbles which I really liked, but now they've changed that. Well, I mean, just Yeah, like I said, I think they should have two versions where, you know, one's like a simplified where I keep the players that I can see. I'm not sure why I want Luke Shaw tucked in there. Right? Yeah, even Shaw's more fiddly, but let's go into a game and see how it actually goes. Obviously, real life would be like this, but like I said, it's always that outweigh when you want to keep it a game or you want to make it like a professional contract. So we've got Lemons in goal, Diallo on the right, Harry Maguire, De Ligt centre backs, and then Luke Shaw with Mainu and Gate, there we go. Ahmad on the, I believe, right wing. Maybe Ahmad on the left, and then Burmo on the right with Bruno as a cam, and then Seiko, Benjamin Seiko up front as a step forward. Some on the bench as well. Actually, no Casemiro here on this one. There's some youngsters we're going to bring in. Okay, cool. I guess have fun. That would be a good one. Yeah. Cool. So now we've got the opposition lineups. Yeah. This is my lineup. Oh yeah, sorry. Ahmad on the right, Vermo on the left, so he can shoot. Okay, I mean, I kind of like that animation. I haven't seen this yet, so just to show you guys. I don't think there's too many videos on these, so I thought I'll do one. So let's kick off. Alright, so I'm on medium in terms of graphics, so I'll just turn it up if I can. Turn it up, broadcast, speed during highlights, between highlights on is quicker. Just want the key ones. Graphics I'm going to go high. I hope I can afford this. I think I can. My computer can stand this. So Burmo on the go. I'll try to do some commentary here. Takes out the right back. Look show on the other side. It's always hard. Takes it in, Bruno, and then Luke Shaw passes back for a long ranger. That was quite realistic, but over the bar. I think that's our former goalkeeper as well. We loaned him out. So we've got the usual 2D animation, which is the classic Football Managers, where how it all used to be before they had the 3Ds. That's how I started playing. So now we're on the 15th minute. Not sure why it's showing as a highlight here. Maybe there's a chance for the opposition. Nothing to skip really. Maybe I'll turn it up a little bit. I don't mind it a little quicker actually. I mean real life would be quite quick. So. Skin for highlight. There's risk here. No, we got the ball. Well, it seems to be allowed a few times where on the right hand side we seem to have lost possession. Like right now. I mean in the middle row. That's a risky one. Oh dear. Okay. Lots to do at the training ground as well. I don't need highlights. Okay, let me skip the highlights. Should be one without highlights. I have instant result. Well, let's watch it. I mean, I want to see how I can get back into this game. Again, losing the ball quite easily. The press needs to be a bit higher because I see, lots of players not looking at the ball really. They're in position, but they're not really doing the right things. We have had shots on target, like 3 shots, but none has been converted into a goal yet, so let's watch on and see how it goes. Too easy. Far too easy. That's far too easy. Oh, that was a 10% goal. Oh yeah, and so at the end I'll show you how to get this game for more than half the price. Right now on Valentine's Day they're doing a 33% off, but if you use my code, you can get 50% off. So I'll show you guys that in a second at the end of the video. So there will be some kind of like gifts for you guys. I'm losing 2-0 down, and I'm Manchester United, so I'm gonna have to switch it up a little bit. The question is whether we want to make the changes at halftime or at 60 minutes. I'll just put this out for now. I want to expect much better second half for sure. I'll just bring this out for now, and at about 60 minutes, I'll just do the subs. I'm a very traditional manager, as I say. Like, I'm not very tactical, but I'm more signing the right players that needs to be. I'm more of a, you think about like a Bournemouth kind of player, manager, where I sign good players, develop them, and I'll sell them off for a good profit, and that's how it kind of works. And then keep repeating, and hopefully strengthen the team. Play for set piece. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's very close up. I really like the graphics here. Good save. Credit well due. Good save. Oh, they missed it now. Goal kick. Okay, so 2 things I will need to change now. So now go on to the first of all, the mentality will have to be a bit more positive, and then need to make some changes, which very crowded in the middle. I don't think we need to. Gate, I'm gonna change him out here. How do I make the substitutions? I'd say here, right? Okay, so Gate will need to come off. I'll bring on a Casemiro. Like for like switch. Bruno I want to keep. And then, yeah, Luke Shaw I'll also take off and put maybe a little bit higher. How's the wingers doing? No, I think that's alright now. Actually, Darlow looks quite tired, so I'll see if I got with no right back, so that's could be a little issue. And then, yeah, they're getting tired. We got a winger. We've got Mason Mount we can use. Let's use Mason Mount here. Left. Can you play on the left? It's better on the middle. I don't want Bruno out. Now how do I get the changes? Usually I can inside forward. It'll have to be inside forward. Do inside forward, so I want him cut in. Okay. Cool. So making 3 changes. One as a left back, and then there's left wing as well, followed by the DM Casemiro. So okay, nice turn. Come on, Burmo, last involvement I think this will be. Okay, assist. Nice. So we got one back. Have we got Cunha as well? I haven't seen him yet. Would be a good time to bring him on. Let's do it. I think the team looks much more fluid. I do need more support on that right for Bruno. But I'm in recording and playing the game at the same time. Oh, then Ivan Perisic. Oh, that was good shot. I kind of like that. I like that. I do like that. I'm not sure about the flashy adverts like that, but alright, so we're gonna grab one more. That's all we kind of look for. Got about 20 minutes to go. We're getting goals, which is good. But as soon as they're friendly, I might do more substitutions. Xerxes there. Yeah, these look very tired. Got centre back. Centre back? We don't have one actually. Okay. Yeah, team's quite thin. We'll bring on for maybe. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's keep us 2 centre backs. Yeah, we just don't have enough players. That's all we can do really. Bring on Xerxes up front, hoping we can get an equaliser. Ivan Perisic again. Dalot, nice tackle. Oh damn, that was a bad, poor lost off the second there. Poor pass. Lemons. And Maguire to Delete to Dugay. Maguire. Yeah, that's why they needed Gary Toro. I'll just cut you up like that. Dennis Men. It's cut us over. Whoa. Okay, so we're going to lose that as a United first game. Not too good. Well, a loss is a loss, and yeah, a loss is a loss. I take it, and we move on from there. So that's kind of how. That's okay. Guess that's how the game goes, and make sure you'll read your emails, and that would be that. So. I like that because you can really just look for these require your action, these are just for reading, so up to you. So far that's kind of my first glance. Obviously a lot of transfers we haven't really looked at. So we've got this recruitment here where database, budget, scout budgets, objectives, upcoming transfers, squad planner. Okay, so I feel we need a right back right now. Do we need one? These are going out of contract, so if anyone makes a good transfer fee, I'll let them off. I'll sell them probably. I've got a goalkeeper. Yeah, I think a midfielder would be a good choice. How much budget do we have? I think we need to go on to more of these. So okay, we got about. Well, United only have 12 mil. Okay. Don't think I do too much with that. Yeah, I think basically summarized from my first glance is they've changed a lot of the designs, and then me as an existing user makes it very hard for me to navigate. It makes it very hard for myself to navigate. I need to find where things are. Like for now, I want to change the budget, but then how do I? Usually before this little okay, I can do it here. This is what I'm looking for basically, but everything's like hidden, and then for us you need to find it, and I think all the tools are there, but you need to find it, and obviously that takes a bit of time to adapt. I'll see if I can get used to it, and do they have to play as faces as well now? They do, which is for me a huge plus. Yeah, that's a huge plus. They've kind of lost that design, right? Let's say if I click on a Bruno, yeah. Okay, they still have that. Then obviously you got to play as faces, and then you have their positions. Do they still have that? Like rectangular graph? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. This is the classic Football Manager stacks, right? This is how they want to show. Like I said, all the things that are there, it just takes time to find them, and they're hidden. So that's something you want to, be aware before you get the game. But like I said, so so I'll show you guys at the end how to get the game cheap. But so we'll wrap it up here, and then I'll show you on the website to use. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video so far. Obviously, if you enjoy these kind of videos, I'll do more in terms of the gameplay upcoming. So like I said, if you're new to here, make sure you subscribe. If you want more to see more gameplay, then just comment down below. More gameplay. So I'll do more videos on this Football Manager rather than before. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Peace.